Okay, this is the first part of a video that I'm shooting about a Duo-Art Rotary Vacuum Pump that I'm going to sell. It appears to me that this pump is completely original. I'm looking at the cloth here. I'm kind of amazed at how supple it is. I'll zoom in on the, as best I can, I'll zoom in on the corner here. I can see virtually no wear at all on this, but it does appear, by the way it looks, by the markings and everything like that on it, it does not appear that this has ever been rebuilt. The spider is amazingly quiet. I'm operating this by hand here. But we'll get more into the function test later on. Okay, now I'm going to do the function test. I'm going to start with the motor. I'm only doing this just so that you can hear any noise that the motor is making. And you can hear that this motor is pretty quiet. Typical rundown noise. Okay, what did I do with the belt? There it is. By the way, the motor is not being sold with the pump. In fact, I don't even think that this is a motor from a Duo-Art. I think this is a motor from an Ampco, but it'll serve the purpose. In fact, I'll be able to tell here when I see which way it rotates, because the Ampco motor rotates in one direction and the Duo-Art rotates in the other. Duo-Art's supposed to rotate this way. No, it must be a Duo-Art motor. And you can hear it chugging away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a vacuum gauge up next to this. I'm going to zoom in here so that you can see the vacuum gauge. And that way you'll be able to hear what the spider sounds like under load. You gotta be careful here not to close it all the way off. It's not completely closed off. If I completely close it off, it tops the meter out. So it's producing well over 120 inches. So I'd say that this puppy's in pretty good shape.